Hello everyone, this is the Shitcoin Detective, and today I will do something experimental. I will review a token that has been requested by my viewers. So I haven't done this in the past because to be honest, I don't suspect there will be a large number of viewers for this sort of videos. This is a sort of test for that, because I have right now 3,000 subscribers, and yeah, there are approximately 2 million people trading on PancakeSwap and on the Binance Smart Chain. So there will be, and so there will be, you know, if I review a token, there's like 30,000 holders for it. So the chance of being in both groups, that you are my subscriber and you're interested in the coin, is very small. So I don't expect a lot of viewers for these sort of videos, but let's try it and then see where it leads us. I haven't researched the token that I will be reviewing. It has been requested by one of the viewers, which is called Checoin. I briefly took a look at it, and I believe it was some sort of Che Guevara, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. So Checoin, it's on the Binance Smart Chain. So let's quickly search that. All right, so there's 13,000 orders for it, 250,000 transfers, so that's about 20 transfers per person. It also means that we can't see the Genesis block right now because there has been too many transfers for that, which is, it will limit the, you know, the way that I can review it. Because seeing the Genesis block and seeing the initial distribution of tokens is quite important, even if you're doing cryptocurrency, because that's when you see that, you know, if the original holder kept like 20% for themselves and then dumped it on the people. So somehow it's even Dutch for me. So let's take a look at Bootcoin, and so there is $300,000 in the LP. That's and has a market cap of 1 million. So the market cap versus the LP holding tells me that that this coin might not be very much overpriced, and what we can see here is, this is a 15-minute chart, that the coin has been decreasing in price for the past month or so. If you go to the 1-hour chart, we can see that, yes, that's when the token was minted. It pumped once, went up 8,500%, and then now it's at 87%. So that's below the first hour pricing, and it's 97% down from all-time high. So if you bought a token here, you lost basically a lot of money on it. 97%, so approximately 1/30 of your money. Or similarly, if you bought it in the first hour, you could sell it at 85 times the original price, which, based on these big jumps here, a lot of people did. So this is not unusual for this sort of tokens. Pump and dump once is usually happens with you know, moderately advertised token. All right, let's go and take a look at their website. Okay, their website is it? Oh, it's here. Okay, interesting. Launch.checoin.finance. Oh, get passive BNB income. Okay, yeah. So you asked for my opinion. I don't believe passive BNB income tokens would be successful, and I think I recorded a video about this, but basically here's my problem with it. So whenever there's a transfer happening, right? Someone sells or buys or transfers tokens. They will take a tax from this, and then this tax will be basically converted into BNB and then distributed to other people. And together with this, there is something which I don't really like, is that typically the gas prices for this sort of tokens is quite increased because you have to pay for all these transactions. It will also mean that if we go to the LP holders, let's take a look if the LP is locked or not. This could be a long video. As I said, I went into this without any research. So what we can see here is the LP is locked. What this is about 54 plus 44, that's 98% of the LP. 54% burned, and the other one is locked. Let's take a look at this token locker. This is a token locker. We can look at the contract. It's not discussed. Scammer, what locker is this? DXL. Yes, so this okay, I see what's going on here. If we look at the contract, it's not discussed. Huh. Am I looking this wrong? Interestingly, the contract is not disclosed for a locker, which is a little bit concerning, because then you cannot really see what's going on inside the locker. So what's the unlock time and these sort of things? Or maybe I'm looking at it wrong. It might have happened in the past. So the LP seems locked. Maybe this will get unlocked, and then they have access to quite a lot of money. That's about 130,000 dollars worth of LP, just the BNB part, and then afterwards they sell the tokens. That they can take out about $200,000 from the LP. All right, what can we get from this website again? Tax tools, Bootcoins, next automatic BNB reward. So yeah, I tried tokens with BNB rewards. That was what was it called? Ghostface. That wasn't automatic BNB rewards. It was something that you had to do manually, and then the BNB rewards after a while just became absolutely nothing. I didn't go in with a lot of money because it was pretty much experimental. I think the mother of all these BNB rewards is Space Rat or something like that. They speak about Checoin. Yes, I'm just doing that right now. Marketing communities are the most ambitious communities. Yes, they've been spamming my chat and the YouTube comments, which please do, because even spam is it's boosting the YouTube metrics. So 7% redistribution in BNB. Anti-dump 1% sales fee. Sales are restricted to less than 0.2% of the total supply. Yeah, this sort of things, they don't work. Like, they just don't. You say that, okay, you cannot sell more than 0.2%, so you just sell it in 2 transactions, or 4 or 10. In 10 transactions you can sell 2% of the token. It's just how long does it take to sell something on the BSC? Like you know, if you set your gas price high, then 10 seconds, so you did it in 1 minute, it just doesn't work. Auto liquidity pool. Yeah, so some of the sales are going into the LP. This is a double-edged sword. It doesn't really, it only prevents the price going really, really low if everyone who had the previous the token starts selling it. But as you can see, it's only 87%. So that's you know, and so that's the price. You know, this is almost the first day, right? So the price is where it was on the first day, or even below that. So this anti-dumping mechanism with the liquidity pool fee, it's not really working. This is, you know, if I look at this price chart, this is when typically on the Telegram channels gets filled up with people, you know, fudding, and you're not supposed to do that, you know. It's frowned upon, and they're gonna this is the Telegram channels. You're only supposed to write positive things. Once you start writing negative things, they just outright ban you from Telegram channels. It's like you can't have a smart discussion about tokens in Telegram channels, because if you say, hey, listen, I bought it here and now it's I have money which is worth 30 times less, and what are your plans of solving this? And they just, you know, you're fudding, and then they just ban you. It's happened to me 3 or 4 times. Tried having a you know, educated discussion about tokens. You can't have that. They just ban you, and that's it. People are selling $5, so let's see. Oh God Almighty, what is happening here? Yeah, this is the issue with the transactions, you know. Was this like one specific? And then the gas transaction fee was $1.7. Yeah, swap exact tokens for Ethereum supporting fees on transfer tokens. So because of this, there are so many variables that are called here, and the transfers are just not straightforward, right? There's not like, oh, this one transferred Checoin to PancakeSwap, and then PancakeSwap transferred BNB or BUSD or whatever you're swapping it for to this guy. Therefore, for each and every transfer here, you have to pay the gas, and then you have to pay $1.72 for transaction fee. And you know, this is not a lot, right? But if we go here, right, there's 13,000 people who have this, and then you multiply that with you know, with the gas each. Yeah, somehow people always have a knack of finding me whenever I'm recording a video. But anyway, as I was saying, this one is bumps up the transaction fees, and then if I multiply number of orders, 13,000, everyone buying, selling, so let's go with 13,000 times, what was it, $1.7, and yeah, buying and selling, so that's $44,000 transferred to Binance, basically, for all intents and purposes, and burning the BNB out of the tokens, $300,000, so 10% of the value of the token, which is really this one. It's not the market cap, it's this one. It's just poof, because you have BNB rewards. And yeah, so what I also wanted to take a look at it, that this guy bought and sold Checoin, right? I wonder if he made money doing that, right? So for that I need to look at BEP20 token transfers. Yeah, here it is. He bought 570,000 Checoin. Oh, dividend tracker. Oh Jesus, that's, yeah, you know, it even becomes more difficult because there is like a dividend tracker token that you suddenly following this through is not simple, basically. And if I look at the dividend tracker, yes, it's not tradable, so probably have to pay gas fees for these transfers. But if we take a look at this purchase, he bought it for $165 and then sold it for zero. No, he sold it for $5. Right. And the other thing which I wanted to take a look at it, that's not gonna work. His BNB rewards. So we cannot see in, you know, BNB coming in. What we can see is though is it has 0.05, so 0.06 BNB in his wallet. And he bought Checoin 33 days ago. Something like this. And didn't really make profit on this, right? I cannot really see him making a lot of profit on this, you know, less than 1 BNB we are talking about here. So he bought 33 days ago, spent money on the Checoin, right? He pretty much made this wallet and transferred tokens into it from Binance to buy this token, and didn't make money on it. So yeah, redistribution in BNB. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. In fact, when I'm doing the token rating system, I'm typically penalizing tokens who do this. Transaction tax 15%. 15% when you buy, when you sell. It's not a good investment in the first place. You immediately lose 30% of your money when you buy, if you buy and sell it on the same day. How we use the marketing fund? Yeah, 2% is used to buy ads, pay influencers. You could pay me, but nobody ever does, and I'm not accepting payments from making YouTube videos. We give random rewards to community members sharing the Checoin movement and on Telegram groups or on Twitter. So yeah, this means that you're supposed to spam the token everywhere and then post you know, a picture of it into the Telegram group, and then you might get selected and you might earn money about that. Financial liberation. Yeah, I don't think so. I think the price of this went up and down. So if you wanted to liberate yourself, that's not a very good way of doing it, right? So preparing for battle, gathering fellow comrades, launch of the battle for financial freedom, take over the world and the moon. They haven't done building NFT platform. I can tell you one thing, NFTs, token related NFTs don't really make money. right? 2 years, let's say you buy an NFT, right? Or you get an NFT. They are not really worth anything alone. That's the only reason why your NFT might be worth something if someone else wants to buy it from you. So this might be, you know, the greater fool theory, so-called greater fool theory, when you are a fool of buying it, but if you can buy a bigger fool for buying your NFT, they might buy it from you. I don't believe that. I think NFTs are a great concept. I think NFT will be worth money in the future, but it has to be an NFT which is worth something in the first place. So, you know, an artist's art, or something like you know, an NFT from a television show, or you know, something that has a followers who are willing to pay something for it in the future. Like, imagine someone paid, I think it was like $500,000 for a sealed package of Super Mario Brothers on the Nintendo Entertainment System, because that is something that they made millions of it. This one is sealed and nobody ever used it, and therefore someone paid a lot of money for it. And the reason that they bought this is because there will be millions of people who cherish and like that game. I used to play that game when I was a kid, right? I'm not gonna pay $500,000 for a sealed copy of it. Life-changing token for the long-term passive income. Let's see the audit. How to buy Checoin. So where is the security audit? Okay, it's here. It's on Google Drive. Okay. While it loads. Yeah, you have to hold 200,000. How much is that now? The token is priced at lots of zeros. At least they don't say, you know, like that you have to own $200 worth of, and then the price dumps and you have to keep on buying to be in the reward pool. Probably that would be difficult to implement. Right, I see 3 zeros, 11 times 200,000. So that's right now $22, not a lot of money that you have to keep. Tech audit. Techaudit.org, non-clickable link. Is that a real thing? It doesn't load. That's not a good sign. Maybe I have to put www in before it. Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe I can type techaudit.org. https / That's not a good sign, you know, if your tech auditor is gone, like not the website doesn't work anymore. Yeah, you know, here is how the tech audit should look like, in my opinion, for every coin, you know, without exceptions. So you don't have a PDF on your website because everyone can make a PDF, right? You just put together a Word file and then you make a PDF out of it. Everyone who has used the computer for a year can do that. Oh, it loads. Okay. So that didn't load for some reason. Yes. Yeah, so don't put the tech audit on your website, right? Put a link there, right? This is a permalink. Yeah, if they should have a permalink, and use that permalink or link their GitHub page or something like that. This is not very good, and that's how your audit should be. So audit goals. Security, yeah. So the tech audit looks at the code. It doesn't look at locked liquidity. It doesn't look at token distribution. It doesn't look at the developers closing up their Telegram channel and locking it up and then cashing out and screwing up everyone. That's they don't look at that. What they look at is this: read contract. Not this one, contract. This is what they're reviewing. It's a 660 page line long code. They review this code. They look for vulnerabilities like oops, there are brought a plus instead of a minus, or if something is vulnerable to flash loans, for example, or your swapping code is wrong, or you're using some sort of deprecated code which has a known fault. Like that's why at the beginning of many contracts you see that they're using SafeMat, right? They use some sort of checks to make sure that the number doesn't overflow, that you can't transfer more tokens than what you have, these sort of things, because the original Solidity didn't have that checks, right? This one, SafeMat, that's the one I'm talking about. It's explicitly imported here, and they just check these probably if it's in your code. What they don't look at is for example the locked liquidity. But let's just go back to the tech audit and look at any issues. So they did the checks. I wonder if this is manual checks or automated checks, because some of these checks can be automated. Yeah. Issues checking status passed. Manual audit. For this section, so they do automatic checks and they do manual checks. And they said nothing found. Compiler warnings, no issues found. Disclaimer summary, doesn't contain high security issues. Doesn't mean that the token is safe, it means that the contract is safe. You can take a contract and make even if the contract is safe, it can have you write a contract and you blacklist all the addresses that bought it, right? Or increase allowance, renounce, set BNB reward fee, right? If they can say that, okay, the contract is safe, but if they go and then increase the BNB rewards to 100%, then nobody can sell the token, right? So just one, if the developer makes this one thing, then your token is screwed. So this is why I'm kind of whenever I'm saying that you shouldn't trust the developer, or you shouldn't need to trust the developer, basically, like if they renounce the ownership, which I can check if they did that or not by doing read contract, and then if they have here owner, That's not the allowance owner and the token owner. Yeah, they didn't renounce the ownership, right? Because that's what they do, is they transfer the ownership to a burn wallet, right? If they would have done that, then they cannot increase the BNB fees to 100%, and then you don't have to trust the developer that they are not going to do that. And in my opinion, that one is increasing the safety of a token. And here they didn't do that. They left options open to screw you, right? Doesn't mean that they will, but you should be aware of this, because it might happen. Or it might happen. I've seen this happen in on a particular token, that the owner of the token, it was a nice guy, a little bit gullible and everything. He made a token, transferred 1% of the token into the liquidity pool and kept 99% to himself, and then started airdropping people, and it started buying it and everything. Everything was fine. He kept the 90 something percent to himself, and said to everyone, look, I'm not going to sell it. And people who are not really understanding what's going on with the cryptocurrencies, they trusted him, right? And said that, yeah, this is fine, because he's not going to sell. He said he's not going to sell, right? And then time went on. They wanted to make a decentralized exchange for this token, and what they claimed happened was that he didn't sell the tokens. He gave them his Nemnox to someone else, and the other guy unlocked his wallet and saw the tokens, and then minted an extra token, because even minting wasn't disabled, and then saw those tokens. You can see the transactions history of this happening and everything. Now, if this wouldn't have happened, if they locked the liquidity pool in the first place, if they burned the liquidity pool, if not 1% would have been in the liquidity pool, but 90% of the token, and a bunch of people lost their money. And even if this wasn't the developer, right, but he got scammed, just like you. But if you transfer the ownership to a burn address, then this doesn't happen. So this is not good. I don't like this, right? It's my opinion that this should be ownership should be renounced. As someone who buys the token, for you, it's better if this is renounced. Unless there is some edge cases where they want to go for a centralized exchange, and it's better to have that. Otherwise, you cannot transfer some of the liquidity to the centralized exchange unless you can decrease the fees to zero. Otherwise, the transfer will incur the costs, and then there are a few technical reasons why renouncing the ownership might be bad for the token on the long term. But if you just look at the shitcoin, it's not good. So Checoin, BNB value. So yeah, I'm looking at the token page, right? And this is the wallet for the token, right? The contract tracker. And the contract has $63,000 in BNB. How come? 128 BNB on this token tracker. These are the, this is the token tracker, so this must be their BNB reward pool. Why is this not being transferred to people? I'm sure it's happening. There must be some transactions that are happening. But I just can't see it. Maybe you don't get your BNB rewards unless you go to the website and press a button. Passive income distribution. Yeah, there was a tracker token, wasn't there? So I'm looking at that wallet again. I received a bunch of scram drops. I can see those. Position token. What's this? Posi? Whatever. Pablo coin. Checoin. Right, what we can see here is when he sold his tokens here, then he transferred out his dividend tracker tokens to 0. So in fact, you don't receive, it's possible that you don't receive your BNB rewards every hour. It doesn't appear in your wallet. It's just you just accumulate this these dividend tokens, and then when you sell it, you receive the wrapped BNB. That's even worse. Or do you have to manually sell this somehow on the website? With an army of 5,500 marketeers. Yeah, spam everyone, please. Yeah, you missed on Doge and Shiba and SafeMoon, but buy this one and then you will be rich, right? Unless if you bought here, then you're gonna be out of your money. I'm reading this on it and nothing makes sense. Like, okay, yeah, okay, you need to input your email address and then they will send you some information. Okay. Okay. Audit. Passive income. Get paid dividends on every transaction. Right, so you see the dividends when you transfer money. And that's what we can see here, right? This transaction. That he sold his tokens. I wonder, right, we'll calculate the price for this. Right, he sold 47,000. 478,876 multiplied by 0.0001173, $5. Yeah, that checks up. So he didn't receive his dividend? Or what? His dividend was worth nothing. How does this work? Let's try to check something which has more transfers. 6 million. Oh Jesus! Like, try to track this. Try to text this token. You know, It used to be very simple. You bought a token, it appeared in your wallet, you saw the token, then you got BNB in your wallet. And now one transaction, 45 token transfers. You have no idea what is going on here. I can tell you one thing. BNB are going into different wallets, but none of it is a lot. So yeah, I think it's time to wrap up this video. This could be a very long video. I think we are at the 40-minute mark. So you asked about my opinion about the Checoin. It's a shitcoin, it's been dumped. I don't see a way how this will ever recover. It might, right? I mean, if people are really invested in this and they really spend a lot of time trying to, you know, massive influencer partnerships. They didn't do that yet. So it might pump it once or twice more. Like SafeMoon pumped like 4 times, and that's why where it is, where is it now? So that the gaming app, the NFT platform, yeah, I don't expect anything to happen about this. Hotbit Whitebit Gate.io. Yeah, Hotbit listing is quite expensive. They might do that from, you know, no, this isn't really enough to do that, but this is enough to get listed on Whitebit, probably, if they have access to this. Or if we go to the orders list, maybe we'll see the marketing wallet, which might be this one, or this one. Let's see. Someone bought this, so it's a whale. So probably this is the marketing wallet, or one marketing wallet. And how much is it worth? $3 million. Wow. Okay, what's going on here? Huh. Right, this is a locked. Okay, I know what's going on here. This is a token locker. Yeah, I clicked on of course. It's a contract, and it's locked in one way or another, and that's why there is $3 million in it. But I wanted to see how much these tokens are worth without, you know, doing some extra gymnastics. Can I do that? Is it listed here? Yeah, it's not on the top list here. So it's not on BSC scan, we cannot see it. If we list it by symbol, this is getting cumbersome to calculate. $5 billion tokens. 5 billion tokens. Multiplied by its price. $60,000. That's not gonna be enough for hot bit listing. That might, or no, that's not enough for hot bit listing. That might be enough for white bit listing. It's a little bit cheaper to list. Actually, let's look up hot bit listing fee. Not trading fee, listing fee. $400,000. Yes, I heard similar numbers 2 years ago. Yeah, I think I have a number of $500,000 to get it listed there. And it's even more to get listed on Binance. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. Whitebit, maybe Gate.io, maybe some really small centralized exchanges, maybe. We would prompt the price. I've seen my shitcoin get listed and then it pumped the price for like 40-50%, but you know, 40% of this, not, you know, above this. That it was a small bump, and then it quickly dropped back to where it was, because what you get for listing it on a centralized exchange is access from those users to your token, right? I keep repeating, PancakeSwap has maybe 2 million traders, and if you list it on Hotbit, world's leading cryptocurrency trading platform. Yeah, right. Everyone's a world leader, isn't it? Number of users. Yeah, you get 1 million registered users, so you increase your potential user base by 1 million, right? By 50%. But it doesn't mean that those users will buy your token, right? It also happens that in the expectation that the listing on the centralized exchange, the current users will bump the price, right? They will buy it because they expect that they will be able to sell it at an inflated price on the exchange, and they buy extra tokens, and that will pump up the price. But then you didn't get new users. All right, time to wrap up this video. This was me looking at the Checoin without any sort of research before it. It's a very long video. I wonder how how well it will do. I might do it if you're still here, right? I will probably do token reviews in the future. I'll try to keep them shorter than this. And I would like to give you a platform where you can request reviews from me. I don't know yet how it will happen. I'm very much tentative whether or not I want to do live streams where you can chat and request reviews, because yeah, let's see how this video does first. This has been a Shitcoin Detective. I wish safe trading to everyone. Take care.